if you have money and you're looking to increase it, let me show you a very simple crypto arbitrage strategy you can start doing right now to make a lot of money. Now, this is not something that is always shared out here, because people that are doing it, they just want to keep on making money from it. And the truth is that it's working. I'm also doing it myself, right? So this is very simple. We're going to try this out using several cryptocurrencies. But first of all, we're going to be doing this with using BTC, which is why I said in the first place, if you have money, right? Because BTC is very expensive. But regardless, you can still do it with other smaller cryptocurrencies as well. Though not every cryptocurrency can give you this kind of opportunity. Now, before we go ahead and get started, guys, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy content that's going to teach you how to make money online, and also give the video a thumbs up to support you it grow, right? So let's go ahead and get it going. So we're currently in BTC USDT. What I want you to do for me is to take a close look at the current price of this asset. Now, you already know that when it comes to centralized exchanges, a particular cryptocurrency is being paired with a lot of other cryptocurrencies. Now, $115,662 is very expensive. It's a lot of money, right? Now, let's go ahead and take a look at BTC over here and just close our typing tool, right? So just take a look at the list over here. We have BTC USDT at 115,662. We have BTC FDUSD at 115,969. We have BTC TUSD at 115,999, and so on and so forth, right? Now, these pairs you see me talk about right now are pairs that are pegged to $1. So FDUSD, TUSD, DAI, USDT, in the eyes of a dollar, all of them are the same. But regardless, I understand that due to several tradings in different markets, there can be a little bit of price discrepancy. And when you're talking about an asset so big as BTC, that price discrepancy can become a very huge amount of money. Perhaps that's why we're seeing 115,976 and 115,662. It's obviously a lot of price discrepancy, right? Well, that's cool. Let's see exactly how I can actually draw this arbitrage in the very first place before we continue, okay? So let's say you go straight to Binance and you bought BTC USDT at this rate, okay? So let's say you're spending, let me refresh this to make sure we are in a live market. So I'll give you a bit of time. All right. So let's say you're spending this amount of money, you're buying just one BTC, right? And you're spending 115,566 $115,662, right, to buy one BTC. And then you quickly now move straight to BTC FDUSD and sell it at the price of 115,971 FDUSD, which is still dollars, right? So that's basically this price, 115,971 minus 115,662, right? So when you do the calculations, this is giving you up to $300 difference in a single trade, up to $300, okay? Now, for you to be able to do this trade again, you have to convert that same FDUSD back to USDT, and that could be where the issue comes from, okay? Now let's see what's going to happen, okay? So let's click on FDUSD and close this, and you still have FDUSD/USDT. Now if you click on this right here, now you notice something, okay? You will clearly notice that the price of FDUSD here, the price that people are actually selling FDUSD is way cheaper than $1, right? So you can see over here that it's cheaper than the price of USDT, all these things you see over here in red are people selling FDUSD, and the green are people buying FDUSD. Now, if you say you want to go ahead and sell this FDUSD in the current market price, you will obviously lose money, because remember, for the price to be different in BTC, that means the price discrepancy came from somewhere, right? And let's use the price 0.9974 as an example, right? And say 0.9974 multiplied by the amount of FDUSD you now have, which is 9155,972. And funny enough, it's actually still in profit, but it just $10 profit or $8 profit, so it makes no sense actually. So still, I'll see this as a loss, so it makes no sense. Okay, so what you're basically gonna have to do in this case is to not sell immediately, because as you look at the other book, you're gonna see that there are tons of people who are also placing their trades over here in this other book, right? Now, if you take a look at it, you have 0.9990, we have 0.9989, we have 0.9988. So it's up to you to decide how much do you think you're gonna be able to endure, right? To endure with, okay? So let's say you wanna go with 0. Let's say you're going with this guy. You're not really going that far away, right? So yeah, probably going with this level, this team that has up to 937,000 FDUSD, which is 0.9984. Okay, now if you go ahead and sell this asset that you have at 0.9984, then multiply with that amount of FDUSD you have, which is this, then you're gonna figure out that you're now ending up with 115,786 USDT, as to opposed to the one you started with, which was 115,662. So it means that you're ending up with a profit of about $124. Now, for you to be able to do this trade like this, it might have to take you like hours, like maybe 10 hours to complete a single trade, or 12 hours to complete a single trade, or 5, depending on the market. Okay, so it's not gonna be quickly, because you're not gonna be taking the trade immediately. You're gonna have to wait for these guys to actually buy into your price. Okay, the price is moving. Now there's another option, because I've been in this market for a while, because I've already figured out FDUSD doesn't really move as much as some other cryptocurrencies, and the reason being because it is only being traded on Binance. Now, have you thought about DAI, right? So let's say you go to BTC USDT, and you buy BTC at the rate of 115,000. The current rate right now is 115,619, and the price in DAI is 115,752, right? So buying BTC at this rate is gonna be 115,600 and I believe 19, right? So you're buying one BTC at this rate. So if you go ahead and sell that BTC to FDUSD, they're gonna be giving you a total of let's see, 115,710. That means you're gonna be making profits, right? 115,710. That means you're gonna be making profit of 91. This is gonna be, because I have to swap this to the other direction, okay? Because you're buying from here, you buy from this particular one, you sell to this particular one, okay? So doing that already means that it will be this minus this. Don't mind the way I did it actually. So it's gonna be $91 in profit. 91 DAI extra is what they will give you. Now you have to convert this DAI back to USDT, right? DAI back to USDT. Let's take a look at it over here. You can see it over here. DAI to USDT is over here, and the price that people are selling DAI right now is in Binance. The price that they're selling DAI right now is actually 1.0008. So if you go ahead and sell that DAI you have which is 115,710. 115,710 multiplied by 1.0008. You end up with 115,802 USDT, as to oppose with the beginning of 115,619 USDT started with. You are making $183 instantly. You're not waiting for anyone this time around, because remember, you are selling it instantly, right? At the current market rate, you're selling it instantly. So you're not waiting for anybody, you're making the money immediately, and you can repeat this trade over and over again. So by the time you do this, let's say you're able to do this for like, let's say 10 times in a day, that gives you extra $1,835 in a single day, right? The reason why I say 10 times, because I understand that the market can move, price can change, so you might not be able to cash it 100 times in a day, right? That's why I say 10 times in a day. So you can see that it becomes way more profitable with DAI than FDUSD. So sometimes the biggest price in the market is not always the best. So is this even possible in other cryptocurrencies? Yes, it's actually possible in other cryptocurrencies. Let's take a look at something like let's take a look at something like BNB, for instance, right? Let's say BNB. Let's see the listings we have over here in BNB. So BNB has become expensive right now. Honestly, it has become up to $1,059, right? But it's not that extremely expensive. So let's see the price of BNB to. So I don't think Binance has BNB DAI. I personally don't like to trade BNB FDUSD because of the previous thing I showed you guys, okay? So I don't like to trade BNB FDUSD. I mostly like to go with DAI if I have option for that, but I don't really think I have an option for DAI in BNB. So I'll quickly just switch this over to ETH, okay? So I'll switch it over to ETH and find DAI. You can see DAI over here in ETH. You have DAI at just this point, and we have the USDT at this point. Now looking at this, we have $5 difference in both of them. So if you spend $4,462 to buy one ETH, you can sell that ETH for 4,467 DAI right now. And just like we said, right, converting your DAI to USDT, you already know what that is, right? So you come over here, so 4,400 and let's go back and shake ETH to DAI. So you spend 4,000 right now, spend 4,464, you get 4,467, right? So 4,467 multiplied by the current price of USDT to DAI, which is 1.0008. Multiply that, obviously we ending with more money, right? So 1.0008 multiplied by 4,467, giving you 4,470, right? So minus out with 4,464, you're ending with $6 profit per trade. Do this 10 times in a day, that's $65. Able to cash it 20 times in a day, $131. Obviously, it's a good amount of money for arbitrage trading. This kind of free money, if you think about it, okay? Obviously, don't also cancel out the fees. Binance tends to have a lot of fees. Unless you're using something like Bybit, you'll be able to avoid fees, right? But when you're trading with Binance, you have to pay fees as well. So also calculate that into your calculations as well before you continue. I'm going to be ending this video right here. I've shown you guys the different arbitrage you can do using this strategy. We can explore more in this topic later on in the future if you guys are interested. Just don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give you the thumbs up. Take care.